Repeat, muted opinion, silence. The first fundamental pillars of our personal growth are our families. The majority of our ingrained attitudes and behaviors are modeled after or transmitted by the individuals we refer to as our family. There were times while I was growing up in our home when I wanted to stand up for myself but was unable to. Being receptive to different viewpoints has never been one of my strengths. Because communication is viewed as one of the fundamental components of life itself, I have chosen to set aside my fear and weakness for my personal philosophy project and instead strive to comprehend others, connect with people, and communicate with people around me. In this day and age of technological advancement, many people, including myself, have become dependent on using keyboards. Meetings in person are replaced with the sending of messages via a screen. Messages and confessions are then frequently misinterpreted by the recipient. This could lead to misunderstandings, and since there wasn't conversation from the start, people are reluctant to build relationships. To begin my quest, I had to change how I interacted with people. I'm surrounded by adults in my family who are unwilling to admit they're incorrect. I made the decision that for once, I should make an effort to listen and then choose a suitable course of action. I tried to lead club meetings, club events, and team debates, and also strive to share my message both at church and in school. My opinions were delivered with good intentions, and I always get excellent feedback. I was enabled to see life from a fresh angle the more respectfully I approached my parents and relatives. Regarding the photo, I could see where and how I was mistaken. I discovered how much people around me knew about my desires when I used the magic words like please and thank you. Furthermore, they listened to and even followed my voice. Studies conducted by researchers from Stevenson University claim that by delivering messages clearly, there is no room for misunderstanding or alteration of messages, which decreases the potential for conflict. In situations where conflict does arise, effective communication is a key factor to ensure that the situation is resolved respectfully. My second step to achieving this quest was to listen with active listening skills and understand in response. Your body naturally hears sounds, but it requires mental action to listen for understanding. Every day I hear conversations, but have I ever tried to listen? When was the last time I decided to give them my whole attention in an attempt to comprehend them? I can assure you that it's not simple to listen and maintain an open mind. Complaining and ignoring the other person's perspective isn't the most compassionate action. But keeping this objective in mind, I decided to use a few reinforcers and make an effort to pay attention. The more I listened and comprehended the other person's point of view, the more I became aware of the world outside of my own. I practiced being more open-minded and asking others for clarification. Because of my consistent efforts to converse nicely and listen with active listening skills, I established so many bonds. With the effort to establish these trusted bonds, I learned to understand myself and other people more. I learned not to blame others for the way they act, and I think there's a direct correlation between talking to people and having the capacity to pay attention and understand what they're saying. You either get positively or negatively impacted as you connect with others. We are to develop from those influences both as individuals and as people who are a member of a socially interconnected society. Simply by listening to what others have to say, we are exposed to the various concerns, concepts, attitudes, and beliefs of the world. I personally believe that as we aim to effectively communicate with other people and also comprehend what they're trying to say, we will be able to connect with them.